Perceptis is an AI platform that allows you to create and edit executive-ready slides with a single prompt. Think Gamma, but for the boardroom specifically. If this is your first time here, my name is Jay, and this is the Everyday AI channel where we teach you how you can use AI in your daily lives. So I'm going to paste in this prompt I've got here, and ultimately it just speaks about what we do here at Everyday AI. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of these previous prompt heads, which are the sections just above the main part of a prompt. That's what I like to call them. And I'm just gonna put this in here. So of course, companies Everyday AI, we do agentic tech and education. So we're typically working with corporate and C-suite executives. You can read everything I've pasted in here in terms of what we want and the objective we are actually after. So we've got the audience, we've got the task, key things we actually want to know. We've got the rules as well in here. So insight-led headline, as well as the key sort of output that we want. We can also change the themes. We can even add our own themes. I'm going to leave it at Perceptis's default theme for now, and I'm just going to press enter and see exactly what we get here. So with Perceptis, you get 10 credits, which allows you to generate, I believe, one deck with 10 slides each month. So I'm just going to keep this tab open as the platform suggests, and I'm just going to come back once this is done. Okay, great. So now we've got that completed. Let's see the detailed description. So firstly, the first slide is going to include a presentation from AI paralysis to strategic clarity. So decision-making framework for high ROI AI adoption. Damn, that's a bit of a mouthful. We've got the company name, of course, Everyday AI. We've got an executive summary, detailed description. Okay, cool stuff. This is looking quite interesting. What I'm going to do is, of course, I can tweak this however I want. But what I'll do in this case, just so we can get a view of this tool, is I'm just going to click approve and generate. So now it's just going to start generating the slides. It's actually going to play a noise and show me a notification once this is done, or I can enable that if I want. Cool. So I'm just going to come back once this is done, and we'll see what Perceptis AI has done here for us. Okay, great. So now we've got this slide that has been generated. In fact, we have the whole deck. This is just the third slide. And as you can see here, this looks pretty cool, I have to say. I'm actually pleased to announce I've launched one of my first digital products, which is a 7-day prompting ebook. I've called it Perfecting Prompts, and it's essentially a 7-day crash course on how you can improve your prompting so that you can supercharge your productivity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link to Perfecting Prompts below. I put in a lot of work into it, and in there I actually include some frameworks that I teach to global corporations. Definitely check it out. So we've got the text on here, as you can see, a nice sleek minimal background and an executive summary. And the second slide, we've got this interesting graph here. Of course, you always want to double check the outputs of any language model or any generator, because these models are good at things that are hard to do but easy to check. So you could easily screenshot this, just verify it and tweak any numbers to serve your sort of means or purposes. We've got a signal extraction failure occurs when executives cannot distinguish high impact opportunities from vendor hype, resulting in 3 costly patterns. Very true. This is pretty much everything I talk about. Looks like we may have some text overlap here, but of course this is something you could potentially fix. You could just enter in any changes you want to make here. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. We've got this 5th slide here, and we can go through the whole thing and see exactly what we've generated. Cool. So yeah, I think this is quite a useful platform for anyone who needs to generate slides that are specifically for board members or at a high C-suite level. It's definitely something you may want to check out. And you can, of course, generate multiple slides at once. You can duplicate slides, and you even see this in a full screen view. And of course, you have access to this chat over here, which reminds you of what specific slide you're working on. So definitely check this out if you think it would be useful for you. And of course, if you're building something and you'd like me to take a look, feel free to send it over. Or if there's a tool you'd like me to go through, feel free to also mention that in the comments below. Thanks for watching and take care.